Tensions in the Middle East are rising fast, and the world is watching closely as Iran moves to high alert. Behind the headlines and political statements lies a deeper story, one about technology, strategy, and a new generation of weapons that are changing how wars are fought. At the center of this story is a powerful combination of American military systems that many analysts believe are dominating the battlefield in ways we've never seen before. When people think of war, they often imagine tanks, jets, and soldiers on the ground. But today's battlefield looks very different. It's faster, smarter, and more precise. And one of the biggest reasons for that is the use of advanced long-range strike weapons like the Tomahawk cruise missile. This weapon has been a backbone of U.S. military power for decades, but in recent operations, it has proven just how devastating it can be when combined with modern intelligence systems. These missiles can be launched from ships or submarines hundreds of kilometers away, flying at low altitudes and navigating complex terrain before hitting their targets with incredible accuracy. In recent operations, they've been used to strike key infrastructure, including radar systems, missile launchers, and command centers. Wikipedia. But the Tomahawk is just one piece of the puzzle. Another weapon that has changed the game is the Precision Strike Missile, often called PrSM. This missile represents the next generation of battlefield dominance. Fired from mobile platforms like HIMARS, it can hit targets over 500 kilometers away with precision guidance systems. Wikipedia. Imagine a scenario where a target deep inside enemy territory is identified. Within minutes, a PrSM missile is launched, traveling at high speed and striking before the enemy even has time to react. This level of speed and precision creates a major advantage, especially against countries like Iran that rely on dispersed and mobile military assets. But perhaps the most talked about weapon in recent discussions is something far more powerful, the GBU-57 Massive Ordnance Penetrator, also known as the MOP. This is not just a bomb, it's a strategic weapon designed for one purpose: destroying deeply buried targets. We're talking about underground bunkers, fortified nuclear facilities, and command centers hidden beneath layers of rock and concrete. Weighing around 30,000 pounds, the MOP can penetrate deep underground before detonating, making it one of the most powerful conventional weapons ever built. The Washington Post. And this is where things get serious. Iran has invested heavily in underground facilities, especially for its nuclear program. Sites like Fordo are built deep inside mountains, specifically designed to survive conventional airstrikes. But weapons like the MOP are changing that equation. For the first time, even the most heavily protected facilities are no longer completely safe. This is one of the key reasons why Iran is on high alert. But modern warfare isn't just about hitting targets, it's also about controlling the entire battlefield. And this is where the US has introduced something even more advanced: integrated warfare systems that combine satellites, cyber operations, and even laser weapons. In recent operations, US forces have used space-based sensors to detect missile launches in real time. The moment a missile is fired, satellites pick up the heat signature, track its trajectory, and send that data instantly to defense systems. This allows for rapid interception or counter-strikes before the threat can do significant damage. At the same time, cyber warfare plays a huge role. U.S. Cyber Command has reportedly targeted enemy radar systems and communication networks, effectively blinding defenses and creating confusion on the ground. New York Post. And then there are laser weapons. Yes, real laser weapons, once considered science fiction, are now being used in combat. Systems like Helios can shoot down drones and missiles at the speed of light. Unlike traditional missiles, lasers don't run out of ammunition in the same way. As long as there's power, they can keep firing. This is especially important because Iran has relied heavily on drone swarms and missile barrages. These tactics are designed to overwhelm defenses by sheer numbers. But with laser systems and advanced tracking, the US can neutralize multiple threats quickly and efficiently. So when we talk about a weapon that dominates the battlefield, it's not just one weapon, it's a network. A network of precision missiles, bunker-busting bombs, satellites, cyber tools, and directed energy systems all working together. And that's what makes it so powerful. On the other side, Iran is not without its own capabilities. The country has developed a range of ballistic missiles, drones, and asymmetric warfare strategies. For example, Iran's missile forces can launch coordinated attacks using both high-speed ballistic missiles and low-flying drones, creating complex challenges for air defense systems. The Times of India, but the difference lies in integration. While Iran relies on volume and unpredictability, the US relies on precision and coordination. Every system is connected, every strike is calculated, and every move is part of a larger strategy. And this brings us to the bigger picture. Modern warfare is no longer about who has more weapons, it's about who uses them smarter. The US approach focuses on reducing risk to its forces while maximizing impact. Long-range weapons allow strikes without putting pilots or troops in danger. Cyber attacks weaken the enemy before a single missile is launched. And real-time intelligence ensures that every strike counts. This combination creates a form of dominance that is difficult to counter. It's fast, it's precise, and it's constantly evolving. That's why countries like Iran are adapting their strategies. Instead of direct confrontation, they often rely on asymmetric tactics, like disrupting global trade routes, launching drone attacks, or targeting supply chains, to create pressure without engaging in full-scale war. Reuters. Because in a direct technological matchup, the gap is clear. But here's the thing, no system is perfect. Even the most advanced weapons have limitations. Precision depends on accurate intelligence. High-tech systems can be vulnerable to cyber attacks. And in a prolonged conflict, logistics and supply chains become critical factors. We've already seen signs of this, with massive consumption of missiles and munitions in short periods of time, raising questions about sustainability in a long war. So while the US may dominate the battlefield technologically, the outcome of any conflict still depends on strategy, endurance, and global dynamics. And that's what makes this situation so complex. Because this isn't just about one weapon or one country. It's about the future of warfare itself. A future where wars are fought not just with bullets and bombs, but with data, algorithms, and energy beams. A future where decisions are made in seconds, and the margin for error is smaller than ever. As tensions continue to rise, one thing is certain, the world is entering a new era of military power. An era where dominance is defined not just by strength, but by intelligence, integration, and innovation. And right now, that's exactly what we're seeing unfold.